Good evening, ma'am. I'm Y Nikita from EC Department B section. My roll number is 21951A04C2. So, programming for problem solving using C. Question. Lemo has three spells. Their powers are A, B, and C respectively. Initially, Lemo has 0 points, and if he uses a spell with power P, then his number of hit points increases by P. Before going to sleep, Lemo wants to use exactly 2 spells out of these 3. Find the maximum number of his hit points Lemo can have after using the spells. Explanation. Since our goal is to maximize the number of hit points, it is optimal to use those spells with maximum powers. As we need to take exactly 2 spells, just take the maximum and second maximum power spell. In another way, our answer is just a maximum of A plus B, B plus C, C plus A plus B, B plus C, C plus A. Program. Hash include bits slash stdc dot h using namespace std int main. Your code goes here: int t comma a comma b comma c semicolon cin greater than t semicolon, while t minus minus cin greater than a greater than b greater than c. If a plus b greater than a plus c, double and a plus b greater than b plus c. Count less than a plus b less than end semicolon. Continuation. Else if b plus c greater than a plus c, double and b plus c greater than a plus c. Count less than b plus c less than end. Else count less than a plus c less than end. Return 0. Sample input and sample output. Example 1 4 5 4. Example 2 2 8 10 8. Operators in C. Operators are symbols which take one or more operands or expressions and perform arithmetic or logical computations. Operands are variables or expressions which are used in conjunction with operators to evaluate the expression. Combination of operands and operators form an expression. Expressions are sequences of operators, operands, and punctuators that specify a computation. Evaluation of expressions is based on the operators that the expressions contain and the context in which they are used. Expression can result in a value and can produce side effects. A side effect is a change in the state of the execution environment. C. Operators. An expression is any valid set of literals, variables, operators, operands, and expressions that evaluate to a single value. This value can be a number, a string, or a logical value. For instance, A is equal to B plus C denotes an expression in which there are 3 operands A, B, C and 2 operators plus and is equal to. A statement. The smallest independent computational unit specifies an action to be performed. In most cases, statements are executed in sequence. The number of operands of an operator is called its array. Based on array, operators are classified as nullary, no operands, unary, one operand, binary, two operands, ternary, three operands. Unary operators plus. Unary plus maintains the value of an operand. Any plus sign in front of a constant is not part of the constant. Minus. Unary minus operator negates the value of the operand. For example, if num variable has the value 200, minus num has the value minus 200. Any minus sign in front of a constant is not part of the constant. Plus plus post increment. After the result is obtained, the value of the operand is incremented by 1. Minus minus post decrement. After the result is obtained, the value of the operand is decremented by 1. And the address of operator AND gives the address of its operand. The operand of the address of operator can be either a function designator or an I value that designates an object that is not a bit field and is not declared with the register storage class specifier. The result of the address operation is a pointer to the operand. The type addressed by the pointer is the type of the operand. Star or asterisk. The indirection operator asterisk accesses a value indirectly through a pointer. The operand must be a pointer value. The result of the operation is the value addressed by the operand. That is, the value at the address to which its operand points. The type of the result is the type that operand addresses. Multiplicative operator slash. The division operator causes the first operand to be divided by the second. If two integer operands are divided and the result is not an integer, it is truncated according to the following rules. 1. The result of the division by 0 is undefined according to the ANSI C standard. The Microsoft C compiler generates an error at compile time or runtime. If both operands are positive or unsigned, the result is truncated towards 0. If either operand is negative, whether the result of the operation is the largest integer less than equal to the algebraic quotient or is the smallest integer greater than or equal to the algebraic quotient, is implementation defined. Plus addition minus subtraction. The operands can be integral or floating values. Some additive operations can also be performed on pointer values, as outlined under the discussion of each operator. The additive operators perform the usual arithmetic conversions on integral and floating operands. The type of the result is the type of the operands after conversion. Since the conversions performed by the additive operators do not provide for overflow or underflow conditions, information may be lost if the result of an additive operation cannot be represented in the type of the operands after conversion. C operators. The compound assignment operators consist of a binary operator and the simple assignment operator. They perform the operation of the binary operator on both operands and store the result of that operation into the left operand. The following table lists the simple and compound assignment operators and expression examples. Bitwise AND operators. The AND bitwise AND operator compares each bit of its first operand to the corresponding bit of the second operand. If both bits are ones and the corresponding bit of the result is set to 1, otherwise it sets the corresponding result bit to 0. Both operands must have an integral enumeration type. The usual arithmetic conversions on each operand are performed. The result has the same type as the converted operands. Because the bitwise AND operator has both associative and commutative properties, and the compiler can rearrange the operands in an expression that contains more than one bitwise AND operator. The bitwise AND should not be confused with the legal or logical AND operator. Bitwise XOR operator. The bitwise exclusive OR operator in EBCDIC, the symbol is represented by the symbol, compares each bit of its first operand to the corresponding bit of the second operand. If both bits are ones or both bits are zeros, the corresponding bit of the result is set to 0. Otherwise, it sets the corresponding result bit to 1. Both operands must have an integral or enumeration type. The usual arithmetic conversions on each operand are performed. The result has the same type as the converted operands and is not an value or left value. Because the bitwise exclusive OR operator has both associative and commutative properties, the compiler can rearrange the operands in an expression that contains more than one bitwise exclusive OR operator. Note that the character can be represented by trigraph. The symbol used called caret. Operator precedence. The precedence and associativity, the order in which the operands are evaluated, of C operators. In the order of precedence from highest to lowest, if several operators appear together, they have equal precedence and are evaluated according to their associativity. All simple and compound assignment operators have equal precedence. Operators with equal precedence, such as plus and minus, evaluation proceeds according to the associativity of the operator, either from the right to left or from the left to right. The direction of evaluation does not affect the results of expressions that include more than one multiplication, addition, or binary bitwise AND OR operator at the same level. Only the sequential evaluation, logical AND, logical OR, conditional expression, and function call operators constitute sequence points and therefore guarantee a particular order of evaluation for their operands. The sequential evaluation operator is guaranteed to evaluate its operands from left to right. The comma operator is the function call. It is not the same as the sequential evaluation operator and does not provide any such guarantee. The precedence and associativity of the C operators. In the order of precedence from the highest to lowest, If several operators appear together, they have equal precedence and are evaluated according to their associativity. All simple and compound assignment operators have equal precedence. Logical operators also guarantee evaluation of their operands from left to right, but they evaluate the smallest number of operands needed to determine the result of expression. This is called short circuit evaluation. Thus, some operands of the expression may not be evaluated. Operators with equal precedence, such as plus and minus, evaluation proceeds according to the associativity of the operator, either from the left to right or from the right to left. Only the sequential evaluation function call operators constitute sequence points and therefore guarantee a particular order of evaluation for their operands. The sequential evaluation is guaranteed to evaluate its operands from left to right. The comma operator in a function call is not the same. The sequential evaluation operator does not provide any such guarantee. Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this wonderful opportunity of sharing my views on C language. Thank you.